Daniel Miller, Intro to Public Speaking, Adam Paulson. Humans living on Mars. That is the dream of a man named Elon Musk. Usually, whenever you enter his office, you will see two posters. One is of Mars as it currently is. It's red orb in the emptiness of space. And the second is a colonized and mildly terraformed Mars with human activity all over the place. That is his dream, and that is why he started a company called SpaceX. SpaceX has made multiple news in recent times. They've successfully managed to launch several rockets into space, and the primary thing that they've accomplished is the reusability of their rockets. Their rockets are able to launch the craft into space with the payload and then return the main rocket engine safely back onto a platform at sea for reuse. Elon's main goal there is for quick relaunches and to save money. Any previous space program, basically all components were thrown away, essentially. In the space shuttle, the only reusable part was the rocket boosters, but they were very expensive. They almost had to be rebuilt every time. Now, Elon, he has a very singular goal in mind. He has, however, multiple goals in mind, but he pursues each with a significant amount of passion, and his schedule is remarkably intense. It's estimated by his count that he racks up well over 100,000 air miles a year, flying to his various companies. SpaceX, Tesla, and Solar City are his primary ones. Tesla has made waves in the automotive industry, having created the first truly high-end electric vehicles. And they have also disrupted the industry by selling directly to consumers from their website, as opposed to putting their cars on a lot at a dealership and selling with the significant markups that come with that. He has also, in doing so, created countless jobs in the United States. He has also started a huge factory for the production of the batteries for his Tesla cars, which he is hoping to allow him to lower the cost of creating lithium-ion batteries and thus lower the cost of electric vehicles to make them more efficient and cost-effective for consumers. With his Solar City project, he is pushing for solar energy. He is of the opinion that solar energy is where we need to look until such time as we can master fusion energy. He has created a roof shingle that can gather the solar energy and transport it into your house in a battery pack, probably sold from his battery factory for Tesla cars. And in doing so, he has allowed us to use space that currently has been useless for us. Now, he has made the claim that by the time development is done, putting solar panel shingles on your house will be roughly the same cost as putting regular shingles on your house, which he knows to be the key selling point for any system of that nature. It has to be cost effective, otherwise people don't buy it. Now, Elon comes from a difficult childhood. He was born in South Africa, and his father, by all accounts, was a difficult man, which is difficult. It's truly difficult to understand that because he refuses to talk about him. He does not visit him. He has clearly stated that all 5 of his children, none of them will ever meet his father, which is sad, but it also explains his drive and his passion to leave South Africa when he did. When he was approximately 18 years old, Canada created a new program for people with Canadian descent to gain a passport using their Canadian descent or descendants to gain a Canadian passport, thus allowing him access to many other countries in the world, because at the time South Africa was dealing with apartheid, and therefore many South African passports and visas were not accepted into other countries. So by getting a Canadian passport through Canada's new program, he was able to go to Canada, where he went to school, which eventually led him to the US. Now in the US, he actually started a few other companies. One was a website, which he eventually sold, which created his first money to further his notion of getting humans into space. And the other one that he's famous for, he was actually very involved with PayPal, something that we all use quite frequently. And he was unfortunately forced out of that company, but he has done quite well for himself otherwise. So Elon Musk, in conclusion, is a difficult man with a difficult upbringing, and yet he is trying to change the world.